So I'm going to start over here with number 6. Number 6 says, what is needed to complete the square in the tiles below? Key word is it's asking you how to complete the square, which you should already know how to make a perfect square trinomial. That's basically what it's asking. Some people are not good with tiles, so figure out what we have. Think, what is this right here? This is a x squared. So far we have an x squared, and then we have negative 1x, negative 2, negative 3. These are all x's, actually. Then another negative x, another negative x. How many negative x's do we have? Minus 6 x's. But they didn't tell you what that is. You need to figure out what's needed to make a perfect square trinomial. This is the thing where you take the b value, then you divide it by 2. Take your b value, divide it by 2. Then whatever you get, you multiply it times itself. And that's going to tell you what the missing piece is so you can complete the square. All right. Number 7 is a little bit weird. It says, what missing value will give us a perfect square trinomial? And there's a typo on this one. So this should not be a 9. This should actually be a 3. Okay, so on number 7, please change this to a 3. Then basically we need to figure out how to complete the square. What needs to, first of all, in order to complete the square, we got to make sure that the a equals 1. So we got to divide this by 3 and this by 3, and there's nothing here. So once you divide this by 3 and this by 3, you're going to end up with an x squared minus 10x plus a blank. Now we divided everything by 3. Now, once again, how do you make a perfect square trinomial? Same way you did it up here. Take the b value again for this one. Divide it by 2. That's the rule. Always take the b divided by 2. You're going to get a special number. Even if the special number is a negative number, you got to multiply it times its negative self. And that will give you the missing blank for that one, which should give you one of these answer choices. All right. What's so funny? There should be nothing funny right here. Work, work, work. Okay. Number 8. What is the solution set? They're asking you to just find the solution or the solutions for this. So solution, this looks like a setup to be using complete the square because they put x squared here minus 12x. They already have the ax squared and the b here. You just got to make some room to figure out what the perfect square would be and add it to both sides. Please take a moment and try to do that. Okay. So I hope you figured out what to add to both sides of that one. And I hope you got a adding 36 here and adding 36 here. So then when you combine this side, you'll get a 16. And then over here, this turns into something to the second power. How do you get this something? Is using the b one more time, but you just take the b divided by 2, you get minus 6. From here, you're using the square root method because you just need to get the x minus 6 alone, so take the square root of both sides. This equals x minus 6 plus or minus square root of 16 is 4. That means we have a x minus 6 equals 4 and a x plus 6 equals 4. From here, I want you to find the solutions by yourself and then choose which is your solution set. That means what solution here in this one will be these. So check it out and see if you can solve the rest by yourself. Number 9, which of the following is not a perfect square trinomial? So this one's a little bit weird. Remember how to test this one is you take the b, like for example, we take the b value for this one, divide it by 2. What do you get? Negative 12 divided by 2, that would give you a negative 6. Multiply it by another negative 6, and does that give you the c value? That's how you find the c value, so that means yes, this one is a perfect square trinomial. So go through these. It might seem like there's more than one that is not a perfect square trinomial, so just circle the ones that you think is not a perfect square trinomial. And I'll explain more of that one later. Let's see. Number 10. there's like a little formula you need to use for this one, and it's kind of like you're using Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, even though we haven't talked about that yet. So it's kind of like you have x squared plus 5 squared equals 9 squared. So x squared will stay like that, but 5 squared is 25, 9 squared is 81. Remember, the goal is to get x squared by itself. So how do you get rid of a plus 25? Getting rid of a plus 25, you need to do the opposite, which is minus 25 from both sides. So then you'll end up with x squared equals, what's 81 minus 25? I don't know. That's going to be the part you do on your own. Then after that, you take the square root of both sides, and you see which of the answers it will give you. So finish up out number 10 on your own now. Number 11, we've talked about these in the warm-up, so you should be able to do number 11 yourself. Number 12, you can skip that one. Skip number 12. Then number 13, what is the solution set? Number 13 is just like number 8. I will set it up for you by leaving the blank. You need to figure out what needs to get added on both sides to complete the square, and finish that one yourself.